hedge funds are now looking at the dollar as a positive, somewhere to invest. And this is really important as we talk about the last couple of weeks where you start to see a major weakness in the dollar, mostly in favor of the euro. So I think we looked at 110 at the euro closing in last week. Now you're starting to see a lot of the smart money essentially say, look, we don't want to go all in on the dollar. And that makes sense when you are talking about the end of the kind of Fed rate hiking cycle. That's going to turn around, though, if you start to say, well, okay, inflation is persistent. Maybe we stay there. So essentially what this chart is showing you is that now hedge funds getting a lot more bullish on the dollar, changing their tune a little bit, and not necessarily investing in emerging market currencies or other areas of the world where central bankers are remaining very hawkish. Those interest rate differentials are no longer attractive. And they're saying, look, we are going to go all in on the greenback. And that's really where you see this kind of decline in positioning. But there are ripple effects for that kind of talk. Eddie Vanderwall, Bloomberg Markets editor, joins us here right on the show. Eddie, talk us through some of those ripple effects. What else gets affected?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there has been a little bit of an unwinding of that extreme bearish position against the dollar. But I think some of that can be quite easily explained, right? I think the Fed's priorities has been laid out for us very clearly. I think their top priority is financial stability. Second priority, inflation. And third only is growth. Now, if we take those in reverse, we have seen that growth is slowing a little bit in the US. But at the same time, inflation remains hot and the banks are looking a lot more stable. And that means that the Fed is probably, even if they only deliver another 25 basis points of hikes, it's less certain that they will deliver cuts later in the year. And I think that's the reason why a lot of investors are turning a little bit more bullish on the dollar.